Hello, my name is Jennifer and welcome to part 40, which is the final part of R.T.C, the Parenthood years. And if you are returning, welcome back. And in this part, I said we were going to have a wedding. Well, we're going to have a renewal of vows. And because it's a renewal of vows, it's not a wedding. But we're going to have them renew their vows. And by they, I mean Dimitri and Andi. But to start with, we have an addition to the family. We have a little dog, Bia. Bia keeps going in and out of the woohoo bushes and has been sick and has been skunked so many times. So I finally realized that with MCC there is an option with the autonomy scan to turn off them going in. So if we go, I have to be on the right sim because I enabled it with Dimitri. And you see here we have autonomy scan and explore bush. Again, be gone. I took out nap too because I really don't like it when Sims go nap in the bush when there's perfectly good beds there for them to nap. So hopefully after we bathe her this time, she won't be going in and out of the bushes so much. But as soon as they're all finished with doing all of this stuff, I am going to set up the wedding or the renewal of the vows. We're going to have a black and white party, and we're going to do it at the chalet because that is one of the locations that we can have a black and white party. Though here's what Sarah looks like, and then after her makeover, and then Andrew, because they aged up at the last part, but they had, different hair and whatnot. So here is Andrew. He's working out because he's working on his athletic aspiration. And it is a few days later where we were last time. Let me just take a look at his outfits. I'm not actually going to change his outfit. I'm just going to show you his outfits. So his everyday, he has 4, and you can sort of see them a little bit there. And then I only give him one formal because that's what he'll wear, hopefully, to the black and white. It may be that they don't, because I think with the black and white they probably default to something else, but we'll see. And then he has some athletic, some sleep, and party wear, and the swimwear. But and then of course with our Sarah, who is over here cleaning, we'll do the same thing, cleaning the dog. We'll go in and take a look at her outfits. So that's her what she's wearing right now is her first everyday outfit, and then she has a few, and I kept going to switch her into pants. But every time I would randomize, she would come up with skirts. So I figured in the end, I gave her 3 dresses/skirts because she seemed to want to be in skirts. Or I took that as a indication that's what she preferred to wear. I did put both the girls in a green dress, so I don't know how well that will work with the black and white theme. And then athletic, because I thought with the green eyes on Sarah, at least, she has green eyes. So I will be back when we're ready to have the wedding. So you may have noticed that we have a change in who's in the household. I brought both Mason and Arabella here so that they would be here for the renewal of the vows. I have decided not to do a black and white event because I realized when I went to try and set it up that only 12 Sims can come. Whereas if we have a dinner party, we can have 15 Sims. And I want to be able to invite as many people as we need for the party. Because, between their friends and family, we do have a reasonable amount of Sims. Plus, we already have 7 here. And that includes, I don't know if it was 12 including everybody for the black and white bash. I don't know if it's 2 plus 15 or if it's 15 in total. But the fact is, it's more for a dinner party. And Bia has gone over to Arabella's place, where of course Heath is still, and Heath and Arabella have a dog, so Bia is over there, and they're gonna get a dog sitter to look after it because of course Heath is invited to this since he is Arabella's significant other and probably soon to be husband at some point perhaps, but that's not for this part. So I'm going to have them start the dinner party and we will be back once it's actually started. So they're all dancing together here, which was a goal that they had to have, and we need to call guests to meal, but maybe we should just have the wedding first. Maybe that's what we should do. So I'm going to have everybody come and sit together, and hopefully they will come. But you're not going to go sit. I want you to actually come here. Actually, I just want you to come here because I want Dimitri to be there, and then we're going to say to renew the vows. And hopefully they stay seated. Dimitri, up you get. We're going to renew our vows. We're going to renew vows with Dimitri Fernandez, and hopefully everybody stays seated. And we can do that, and then we will get on with the dinner party part of it. I'm going to get a few pictures. Because, of course, they eloped the first time. Because they had no money when they got married, and they did have a honeymoon to Granite Falls. And then they had Arabella pretty much right after they got married. So they've been pretty busy, but they are quite successful given that Andi was my runaway teen, and she started with absolutely nothing in the city, on the streets. Oh, we got some eating going on. Some eating of cookies. I put some food out on a buffet table to the side. So it looks like they did have a nice ceremony the first time because they got married at the chalet, which is why I was thinking of going there. And when I was trying to play around with the different types of social events, it worked better just to stay at home. That's why they are here. And so we've got a ring going onto, I hit V instead of C, so I didn't get, and there's a fireworks, I think, going off. And this is this is my second time actually going through this, because the first time Andi caught fire because I think I had everything way too close. So hopefully, fingers crossed, no one catches fire this time. I exited and went back. But it looks like no one's standing right on the fireworks, so that's a good sign. So the main goal is to, they're just still romantic. They've been married. And they have an adult daughter, and we need to call guests to meal. So we have some BLTs here, so we are going to call to meal. And then we're going to have someone make drinks. We have to have drinking at the same time is what we need to have going on. So maybe, you know what I'm going to do is I didn't mean to go over there. I'm going to have you make drinks for everyone. So that hopefully, we don't even need to. That's done. They already drank. We need to make a dessert. So we're going to enable the emotional aura there. So we have people becoming playful. And then we'll decide whether or not. We don't need to make a dessert. But I'm going to disable that because I actually don't like people being playful. Because, of course, anyone from young adult and up can die from being playful. So I guess they had their gold, and now they're just enjoying being with friends and family. And speaking of friends and family, I don't know that everybody knows everybody, so I think I'm gonna go around and see who we know and do some introductions to those we don't know, because it would be good to that everybody knows everybody, because we don't. See, we don't know. Of course, I always get Mason's dad and Mason's grandfather mixed up when I'm looking at them. I know this is Mason's dad. I think it's Dave. I think Mason's dad is Dave, if I remember correctly, but I don't for sure. I have a hard time remembering. We know her, but we don't know her. We should know Mason, should we? We should know, names are escaping me. We should know Connor, I think is his name. We know him, so we know. And of course, this is the nanny. That's why I invited her. Cheerful introduction. Dave. Right, I put headline effects off. That's why I can't see anybody's names. That's not good for me, because I don't remember people's names. So I only get the names when they come up here, when we get to know them. It's kind of funny. So they seem to be having a good time. I don't know where Andi's gone. Oh, and I have a hard time telling Andi apart from her daughter. No, but she's not there because she's in a white dress, so she's gone and ate somewhere else. Oh, she's eating down here. She decided to go away from her family and go sit and eat with, ask about food, and you can ask about favorite author. Thanks for coming. I don't know how good friends we are with Mason's grandmother. We're friends, at least. That's good. So there's our Andi down here. So she's definitely come a long way. She managed to find her half-brother, Mason. And, it's filthy down here. And there's Dimitri. And look, Mason's being responsible and cleaning up. I wonder if someone's going to clean up the mess over there. because of course it's the weekend, so they're not going to have a maid coming tomorrow. But I think, I don't know, I think they're kind of, they renewed their vows, and she looks, I must have a lot of lights in here, because with that white dress, she's really very glowy, I have to say. Oh, we have some music going on, and there is Mason's dad, of course. I think everybody knows Mason's dad, because he did live with us for a while, when we had a whole switch of the events, and he's maxed his piano, which was why when Nikki was asking she was playing the piano, so she had asked Joel to mentor option, because he has maxed that. So that's good. That's good. So I think we're probably going to kind of end it here, but as I said, this is our last part. Andi came a long, long way from being on the streets, like I mentioned before. She has a mansion. She completed the Rosebud aspiration part, well, not the achievement, where they have a household worth 1 million simoleons. And as you can see, they have a lot of money there. And I'm going to take a look through and find a few screenshots from when Andi was a runaway teen, and also while the kids were growing up, and share them here at the end. And I'd love it if you, I think I need to put the walls and cut away. They keep getting in my way. It looks like Dimitri, I had that happen before, another party where they started cooking a lot, and it looks like that's happening again. And Dimitri, it looks like there's a fire. Oh, that must be broken. I have to pause it. They're distracting me. So I'd like to thank you for joining me in my journey of examining the Parenthood pack. And if you've been with me since the Runaway Teen days of Andi, thank you very much for that too. And if you haven't, go back and take a look. You'll see where she started, and you can see how far she has come. I do have other Let's Plays that you can take a look at. I have a foster child Let's Play, and I have currently going on, and I have the House 2 of the Drifter Challenge currently going on, and I have a couple of 2 Let's Plays looking at cats and dogs. One's a full one, one's sort of a mini one, sort of examining pets and families. And I do intend, as I mentioned last week, to come back at some point with someone of the kids in this family to either I'll have an idea for a challenge Let's Play, or I will just come back perhaps to examine some new pack. But that is going to be it for this. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll end with a few screenshots as well as an outtake of when Andi caught fire in my first go around of this. And we will see you next time. Bye! Alrighty. Where is he? Because if he was close... Are you gonna put your wife out? Everybody's putting her out. Okay. Well, it's over. They got married. I put the fireworks too close, obviously. But luckily, she's so happy that she doesn't care that she was on fire. This has been Jennifer. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. If you liked the video, please leave a like. And if you'd like to see more videos of challenge, let's plays, tutorials, and occasional speed builds, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thanks very much.